Welcome to our CMA Awards after party. I'm Cherish Lombard. Thank you so much for staying up with us. You know, tonight is country music's biggest night, the 52nd annual CMA Awards. And yeah, it's rainy here in Nashville, it's cold, but the stars were out in full force. This is a good time here. We're at Bridgestone Arena and we are backstage. So we've seen some stars coming through and we're going to talk to those stars through the next 30 minutes. But if you missed the first part of the CMA Awards tonight, boy, you missed a lot. Check it out. Here's some of the best moments.
I'm Garth Brooks, and on behalf of our country music community, I want to say that tonight's show is lovingly dedicated to the 12 individuals whom we lost far too soon just a week ago tonight at the borderline in Thousand Oaks, California. Tonight, let's celebrate their lives. Let the music unite us with love and their enduring memory.
People talking about what is and what ain't country. What gives them a right to wear a pair of beat-up boots?
Actually, I know a new arrival can be tough on the new kid, so as a little surprise, I've asked Carrie's firstborn son to come out for a very special moment in the CMA spot. It's almost Christmas time,
and all those presents underneath the tree, that they ain't all for me.
Yeah, this year ain't gonna be as much fun.
And I would like to say this isn't my son.
A lot of fun moments. This is the 11th year that Carrie Underwood and Brad Paisley have hosted this award show. They're always so funny, and that's exactly what they did this year. Of course, there were some serious moments. You just heard the first things first. Garth Brooks had a moment of silence for all of the shooting victims in California. After that, you saw Luke Bryan come on and he started performing his new song, What Makes You Country. And then all these stars started joining him. You had Luke Combs, you had Lindsay Ell, Cole Swindell, Chris Jansen, Ashley McBride, John Party. They all jumped on the stage with him. So it was a great kickoff to tonight's show. Now, I mentioned Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks did something tonight that I don't know that there was a dry eye in the audience. Even back here backstage, I heard sniffles. And I mean, it would bring tears to your eyes. He wrote Trisha Yearwood, his wife, a song. And tonight was the first time she heard it. Listen.
Every now and then she just wants me to hold her. Oh, but that don't mean she's weak. The fact you're unafraid to let your feelings show just means you're stronger than me. She lifts the weight of this whole world off of my shoulder. Nothing but
Stronger Than Me is the song he wrote for Trisha Yearwood. Garth Brooks came back and he said, I can't wait to hear what she thinks about it. He was talking to us before he even got to hear her thoughts. Here's our interview. All right, Garth Brooks bending down because I've lost my shoes at this point. I chose to take them off. You know, you had an awesome night. You moved everybody tonight with your song Stronger Than Me. Were you expecting the reaction that you got from all of that?
No, man, it was so sweet, and the crowd was so pulling for you. It was great. All I was trying to do is not to look at Trisha because I'd start crying. But actually, there was a couple of looks I got in at her, and she was crying. I just hope she hears this song for what I heard in it when I first heard it. And it helped me be a better person for her. So I'm hoping that she hears the song we'll discuss. We haven't discussed it yet. I haven't seen her since we sang together, so I'm eager to see what she thinks.
Really? So what was it like today as you were thinking, you knew what was planned?
Yes.
You knew it was coming. What was going through your head? Were you nervous? Were you excited?
Yeah, you're nervous, you're scared because you want to also represent country music the best you can. So here comes this last verse when he keeps talking about how much stronger his wife is than him. So the last verse says, and God, if I have a choice, I pray you take me first because she's stronger than me. And I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it to come out. So I just sat there and played on the guitar, and the crowd let me kind of get a run at it, and here it came. So it was very sweet. But yeah, you were nervous.
Truly from your heart, was she trying to get it out of you today? What was
Oh
coming?
yeah, I was amazed. It was like worse than Christmas, you know. Come on, what are you doing? So, but I was a rock. It was good. I hope she liked it.
I'm sure she loved it, as did all of we. And you said Christmas. You have a new album coming out, Anthology
Yes.
3. What can we expect from that?
It's just my favorite part of the anthology series. You know, anthology is going to deal with recording, it's going to deal with songwriting, and it's going to deal with live. This is live. This is great. So in all the record covers, you're like, really stoic and really cool, trying hip. And live, man, every shot is just a big cheese because it's the most fun way you can spend your days. I'm telling you, just getting to play music live. It's my favorite part.
And you seem like a happy person anyway, just in general. Everybody wants to be around you. Everyone gravitates towards you, so that's awesome.
I'm married to Trisha Yearwood. You would be happy too.
Loves his wife. Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by to talk with us.
Thank you, as always.
And not only does he love his wife so much, and it shows, but you wonder, what are these country music stars? What are stars really like? And I can tell you right now, this is the second time I've interviewed Garth Brooks, and he is one heck of a guy, just a genuinely nice person. Now, also, of course, the big award of the night, Entertainer of the Year. It's always the last award to be announced. Entertainer of the Year, Keith Urban. So when that was announced backstage, the crowd went wild. I saw one girl fanning herself and people were screaming. And I think the person who was shocked the most about that, though, was Keith Urban himself. If you saw his face in the audience, he could not believe it. Nicole Kidman was there. His wife was watching it all, of course, sitting next to him. And he said he was hoping that his dad could be there, but he knew that he was watching from somewhere. So that was a really, really wonderful moment of the night. We also had Male Vocalist of the Year, Chris Stapleton. He was on stage a few times tonight. Now, we haven't had him backstage yet, but we're still hoping that maybe that'll happen, crossing our fingers. Thomas Rhett was also nominated for that award, and he and his band performed Life Changes on the show. He tells us it was the first time they have performed that song on TV, and he was hoping to make everyone watching really feel that song.
We wrote Life Changes so late in the record process, and honestly there was a point where I didn't even think Life Changes was going to be on the record. I kind of just thought it was a song for me, kind of just like, here's 10 pages of a journal and this is the song. And every day that it went by without a record title, that song just kept raising its hand, kind of being like, yo, this is the brand of the last 2.5 years of your life, or 3 years of your life. And I feel like that song really told a lot of people a lot about my life, and I feel like there's a lot of people that can resonate with that song, even though those lyrics are super specific to my life. I think you can kind of put your own story in those verses, and that chorus speaks for everybody.
So he didn't win that award, but he did get to perform, and that is a great song, Life Changes. Female Vocalist of the Year. You had a lot of strong women in the running. You had Miranda Lambert, Maren Morris, Casey Musgraves, Kelsey Ballerini, and overall, Carrie Underwood took that award. Thank you so much for staying with us for the CMA Awards Show After Party. We'll be back after this.
Ain't nobody cry. I'll take you there. Ain't nobody worry. I'll take you there. Ain't no George Strait's on the jukebox in the corner, singing about cowboys riding away. But this ain't my first rodeo. Someone's gonna get.
Welcome back to the CMA Awards after party. We are backstage at Bridgestone Arena. So basically, the stars got their awards, they came back, took some pictures, and they got to talk to us. And we're getting to share those interviews with you right here on News 2. Your vocal group of the year, Old Dominion. And man, they're really awesome guys. So we're here with the Old Dominion and first CMA award. Of course, the big question, how's everybody feeling right now? Pretty good?
Not bad.
Yeah, my arms are getting sore from carrying this thing around. It's heavy.
You're not sharing? You're not letting anyone else carry it?
Sure, yeah. I'll share.
Oh, how do you feel now? I saw Brendan, is his name, polishing them earlier. You guys have fingerprints all over it now.
Well, you have to kind of lay hands on that thing. Once you finally get one, you're like, is it real?
I know. I've never touched one. I won't ask to touch yours. Well, okay.
Hold it.
Hold it. Is it heavy? I don't want to.
It's heavy. Don't drop it, though.
No, I don't want to drop it. That's a lot of pressure you just put on me. But thank you. I enjoyed that. Hey, I enjoy your music, as do so many of our viewers. And you guys are about to kick off your Make It Sweet tour coming up in January. What happened in Nashville?
Hold tight.
Really? Surprise coming?
Yeah, hold tight. Yeah. Don't be so quick to say what happened in Nashville.
We can guarantee there's a surprise coming.
Okay.
The surprise is either going to be that we're coming or we're not coming.
And hopefully for fans like me, it's going to be that you are going to come, so we have something to look forward to. And the CMA, it is your first CMA, so what are you guys going to do tonight? You're in Nashville, and of course you could say, well, I'm going out to Broadway, but let's say you could pick one place. If all the restaurants were open, you could pick one place. Where are you going? Yeah, you got to eat a good, healthy meal after winning a CMA award.
Healthy? No.
Cane Prime?
No, I want something I can eat with my hands.
What about a little Brown's Diner? That's
There you go.
I think you piqued some interest there.
I mean, Red Pony, if you guys would come south of town.
No.
Yeah, it's too fancy. We need the. You know what? Like that's the thing I was just thinking was like, we just came back from the UK, and the burgers are really hot over there, but they don't quite taste like burgers here.
They don't really.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
The patty's too hard.
America.
It doesn't taste as free.
I was just thinking that same thing you said. That was awesome. Well, guys, I know something similar to that, but
Brown's Diner, yeah.
Brown's Diner is where they would go. I'm getting the wrap sign. I know you guys need to go. Congratulations, and we hope to see you in Nashville again very soon. All right, Old Dominion. And we also have Album of the Year, of course. So you had Chris Stapleton in the running for that, Casey Musgraves, Keith Urban, Thomas Rhett, and Dierks Bentley. And in the end, Casey Musgraves came out on top with Golden Hour.
It's just an ode to the pace of something unfolding in a slow and nice way. And I thought to myself, the best things in life are a slow burn, you know? Something that you enjoy the journey of. You know, it doesn't always have to be about getting to the end the quickest or the fastest. It's just kind of about enjoying the ride along the way, and I can apply that to a lot of different areas of my life, like my career, taking my time, and nothing's a race. Doing something that's right for you because it feels right. Relationships, you know, friendships or whatever. I was like even thinking the drink that I have in my hand, it's like, you know, enjoy it. Just don't, you know, knock it back or whatever. So anyway, that's kind of where it came from.
All right, thank you so much again for staying with us for our CMA Award Show after party. We'll have more with your favorite country music stars right after this.
What can I say? I'm a desperate man. I said, hey.
Welcome back to our CMA Award Show after party. I'm Cherish Lombard, and I am here with your Entertainer of the Year, Keith Urban. Feeling real good right now, huh?
Thank you. Very grateful, yes.
He and I were talking off camera, and I said the look on your face was pure shock, and you said you're just grateful.
Very, very grateful, and grateful for all of the team, everybody who's been making the Graffiti U tour possible, and I just love what I get to do, you know? That's it. I love what I get to do. I love that everybody's responded on the road to this tour the way they have. So for that to culminate in that tonight was indescribable.
You still seem like you're shocked.
Yeah, you know.
Like it hasn't set in quite yet, has
I've
it?
been nominated a lot of times, and just thought that was that, you know. So I couldn't be more grateful.
I can tell you there was a lot of happiness backstage. We had girls fanning themselves and we had people screaming. So you aren't the only one who was really happy about it. A lot of people wanted to see you get this award. So very well deserved. What are you doing next?
And I feel that sort of reaction, hopefully that's the kind of thing we do in concert, is that it's us, you know. It's very important for me that we create an us environment. It's inclusiveness, and it's celebrating diversity, and it's just finding the commonality in all of us. That's what our concert spirit is all about. So I felt that tonight, that this award was for everyone. I hope that that's certainly the way I feel about it.
You could tell, you could really see it on your face. It was unexpected and you were so happy. And Nicole was out in the audience, and of course she was very happy. You always have her by your side.
Yes, yes, of course.
What would you do without her?
Oh, be in jail probably, yeah.
So what are the two of you going to do now that the night's over? You're happy, you're ecstatic and shocked?
Yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow.
All right, Keith Urban, thank you so much. Congratulations. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, so Keith Urban there, he's getting ready to go home. Wonderful, wonderful night for him. And we also have New Artist of the Year, and we want to go to our interview now.
And I said, you know what, I'm going to give this guy's album a shot. And I listened to it front to back, and it really changed my outlook and changed a lot of things for me about country music. And I was just a fan for 3 years. And when I decided to pick the guitar up, I said, you know what, if this guy went to college here and can be on stage at the CMAs and winning CMA awards and get #1 songs, I don't see why I can't do it. And he really inspired me to have a tunnel vision-like approach to what I wanted to do. And I'm very lucky to have run into his music, because I really don't think that I would be here without it.
That was Luke Combs, your new country music artist of the year. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me?
So great to have you with us here for our CMA Awards after party. We have heard from some of the biggest stars in country music. Just talked with Keith Urban, your Entertainer of the Year. Music video of the year went to Thomas Rhett for Marry Me. Beautiful video, and here's what Thomas Rhett had to say after he won.
I missed an entire line of that song. Before the performance, she said, please don't do anything next to me. She goes, because I will not be able to handle it. And I said, well, they really wanted me to come sit down next to you. And so I leaned in next to her, and she kissed me on the cheek, and I kind of lost it. So there goes that line. But it was fun, man. We had a blast playing tonight.
Some of the biggest stars we got to talk to. One of them didn't get an award tonight, but he did present, and he has something really big to celebrate. Big, big song, and I want you to meet, if you haven't already, Jimmy Allen. All right, Jimmy Allen presented tonight. Is this your first time at the CMAs?
So this is my first time on the red carpet, but 2 years ago I took my last $100 and I bought tickets to be here for the 50th because I wanted to see Charlie Pride on stage with everyone else, and 2 years later I'm here now. So
what was it like being up on that stage?
Nerve-wracking.
Why?
I was nervous. I was so nervous, but it just felt great. You know, to me, it's just proof daily from where the single is on the radio to doing this that if you work hard enough and you're good to people and you surround yourself with like-minded people that aren't afraid to dream, one day you might get where you want to go.
Now, you're from Delaware. You and Chuck Wicks, I hear, are the only country music singers from Delaware?
Yep. Me and old Chucky Chuck. Yeah, I love that guy.
What's that like?
It's great. You know, he grew up a potato farmer. I grew up a fisherman.
When did you come to Nashville?
2007. I got my record deal 2017. It took 10 years.
And you lived in your car at some point?
Yes, I lived in my car for about 4 months. I remember I went 2 days without eating. Then a guy gave me $1. Went to McDonald's and bought a McChicken. So that's why now I purposely keep $1 in my pocket because I realize how much that dollar can change someone's life. So I challenge people every day to take $1, $2, and by the end of that day, give it away. Because something that's so minute to us can change someone's life.
That's an amazing story. And now look at you. Your song is, can we go ahead and say it's #1?
I'm not saying it till Saturday at midnight.
I can say it's #1. Tell me what went into that.
You know, when I got with my buddies Josh London and JP Williams, we just wanted to write a song that we loved about being a better person for the one you love, me being a better father for my son. And for me, that song is really a self-evaluation song about finding ways to improve ourselves. And if we improve and we become better people, that just floods to everyone else, you know?
And tell everybody what it's called so they know. When they hear it, they're listening to Jimmy Allen.
The song's called Best Shot, and it goes like, 'cause when you smile and see the sun sink down on the coast out in California. It goes like that one.
I'm just listening. I'm ready for you to do the rest of it.
'Cause there's no doubt because of you, I'm not the man I was before you. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, oh, 'cause girl, you know I'm not. But I love you with everything I got. Girl, I give you my best shot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was amazing. We didn't expect the whole thing. That's fantastic. Well, that's not the whole thing. You have to listen for the whole thing. #1, Jimmy Allen, thank you so much for stopping by, saying hello.
Thank you.
How about that? You don't get that too often. You never know when they're going to just start serenading you. So you guys got a very, very cool thing happening. Now, Chris Stapleton was a big winner tonight. Of course, you had the Entertainer of the Year, Keith Urban, but Chris Stapleton cleaned up pretty well. Single of the Year, Male Vocalist of the Year, and Song of the Year. Here he is.
It's a real treat to get to be up there with so many great musicians and artists. Everybody up there is an artist in their own right. But, you know, to have Maren and Mavis and Marty and my wife up there, that's a real treat. And Mavis in particular, we all owe her so much musically. Some of us may not even realize it, you know, but she's electricity in a bottle, and she's so inspiring to be around as a person and as a musician and as a singer. And if we can use some of our time to put her front and center, that's exactly what we need to be doing.
All right, so Chris Stapleton, again, you've heard for some great big stars tonight. This was country music's biggest night, 52nd annual CMA Awards. Thank you all for being a part of it, and thank you so much for staying with us for this after party. We always have a great time with you. Country music, of course, is all about the fans. Have a great night.